Welcome back to Flying Tiles. Today we're going to be looking at hand development during the Charleston. I'll be showing you an effective strategy of how to make the best hand possible with the tiles that you've been dealt. We're going to be using the Lucky Rabbit tile set from Two Sparrows Mah Jongg. Okay, let's look at our first hand here. I have chosen 13 tiles from the wall, and I'm setting them up here. So the first thing you want to do is organize your tiles so you can see what you have. You want to organize them by number and by suit. And I usually put the flowers to the left as well as the dragons and the jokers. And then I usually put the winds to the right. You see me counting the tiles here, so I do have 13. And it looks like I have a really strong area with the pair of 6, the 7, and the pair of 8. I plan to build around that right now. I'm making the decision to let go of the tiles that do not support the consecutive run of the BAMs. I chose to keep the green dragon in case I could pivot into the like dragon hand in that consecutive run area. So the tiles I choose to pass are tiles that don't really go together in a category on the card. And if I'm not able to do that 100%, I'll go for the categories that are least played. Here I went with a 3 dot and 6 dot. So I thought that was better than helping somebody with a consecutive run, like the 4, 5. And 5 and 7, the odds, that's played a lot, that area. Oh, look, I got a pair of 4 cracks. Ooh, and I got a 5 BAM. Ooh, sweet. Okay, we're cooking with gas here. So I'm probably not going to be able to use that 4 crack pair. I'm not going to keep it for joker bait. That's a mistake some people do. They'll keep a pair for joker bait over developing a hand. So it looks like I decided to let go of that dragon. I wanted to break up that pair of 4 crack, and I didn't want to pass 2 7s. So, okay, let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, right. Okay, so we've got a pair of 5 BAMs, a pair of 6 BAMs. I've got a 7 BAM and a pair of 8 BAMs. Okay, so I'm on my second left. If you notice, I have the tower there for my second left ready to go. The tiles I'm passing are a good defensive pass. So I split up those 2s so somebody's not getting 2 2s. The 4 and 7 are a good pass together, different suits as well. Oh, okay, wow. Okay, I got a 6 BAM. This is great. And I got a 8 crack. So I have a 2 crack. Yeah, that's what I got to do. And that's a good pass too. I mean, they could be moving into the 2 4 6 8, but oh, okay, can't do that. I have to put that back because you don't get jokers in the Charleston. All right, I got a 9 dot. Oh wow, and a 5 BAM. That's great. And a 5 crack. All right, here we go. The Mah Jongg gods are with me. So I only want to pass the 9 dot and the 5 crack because I don't want to pass the flowers. This is the last right, which I can do a blind pass. So it looks like that blind pass got edited out for some reason. I'm ending up with a soap and a 2 BAM. That's pretty good. I'll be getting rid of the flower first. Since I won't need it to pivot to any hand, my hand is very strong. Second line down, pung kong, same suit, worth 25 points. This is a strong hand, especially since jokers can be used in every single tile block there. As we're moving into our second hand, we want to remember that first we organize the tiles, we look for multiples, we look for predominant patterns, and we only move towards a category in the card. We do not pick a hand at this point. It looks like I picked the seat of East, so I have 14 tiles, and I forgot 2 right there. There we go. Let's put them in there. All right, counting my tiles and seeing what we have. What multiples are you seeing here? And do you see any prominent patterns that stand out? This is kind of a tough one. We're kind of all over the place. The 9 dots and the 5 BAMs. So I've got to decide which way I want to go. Which multiple do I want to support? Can I realistically use both multiples in a category? I've set up my passing tiles there in front of me, the right over left, left over right. I'm looking at the predominant pattern here, and what I'm seeing that really sticks out to me is a category of 3, 6, 9. So I do have a pair of 5s and then a 6, but there's a gap between the 6 and the 8. I have 6 tiles that don't fit in the category of 3, 6, 9. I have that 8 dot there too, which I think I might forget about for a moment. So as we're pulling our tiles, oh, I got a 3 crack. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep that one, and a 2 crack and a dragon. Let's see what I pass here, what I choose to pass. Okay, so I'm going to probably break up that 5 bam. Yep, so I went with the 2 crack, green dragon, and 5 bam. And let's see what we get on our next pull. 1 crack, 2 bam, and east. Nope, none of those are going to fit in the... Oh, there we go. I got that 8 dot out of there, so I don't forget about it. So which one does not help anybody? I went with the east, 5 bam, and 8 dot. That's a good pass. I'm happy with that. Okay. Green dragon, a red dragon, and a 4 crack. Okay, so 1 crack, 2 bam. Let's see. What's the third one I'm going to... Yeah, very good. Because I don't want to pass dragons together and help somebody with a dragon hand. This is going fairly quickly. All right, I got a 5 bam, 8 crack, and a 2 crack. All right, so... we just keep getting tiles that don't help the 369 category. And what does not help other people? So I don't want to pass, I chose not to pass the 2 crack and the 5 bam together because of the 2025 category. I got a 4 dot, I got a 9 dot, yay, and I got a soap. Okay, so I've got pung of 9 dots. That's great. Okay, I'm going to let go of the soap, 5 bam, and the 4 crack. We're going pretty fast here. I got a 4 crack, 7, and a 6 dot. Okay, so I am left with 3 tiles that do not fit into the 369 category. So hopefully that hand will get developed into a mahjong as the game proceeds. We're moving into our third hand now, and I'm organizing the tiles, and I will be looking for multiple and predominant patterns. Okay, so just take a look here. I'm counting my tiles, seeing what I have. It looks like I only have I have 2 flowers, so that's good. So are you seeing any pattern? Are you seeing a particular category that stands out to you? It might be a different category that stands out to me. And as I'm arranging my tiles, it looks like I am thinking of a 2, 4, 6, 8 category. There is also a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 category. So this hand is kind of split here. There's no real clear direction for a category. I'm passing the east and the south along with I think the 5 bam is what I choose because I want to keep my options open to see what other numbered tiles come in to see if that will give me a clue as to what category to move towards. Okay, let's see what we got here. I got a 7 crack, 9 bam, and a red dragon. Okay, this is kind of tough. I can tell that I'm really thinking, and I don't want to pass the 7s together, so I choose a 9 bam, 5 dot, and 7 crack, 3 different suits. And let's see what comes in. I got a east, 3 dot, and okay, so I got one that's in the 2, 4, 6, 8 category. I have a pair of 8 cracks now, which strengthens the hand a little bit. We'll see what else comes in here. So I have a 3 crack. I'm moving that dragon over. I have a 3 bam and a 5 dot. Okay, so let's move with the red dragon, the 3 bam, and the 5 dot. Let's see. I got a 5 dot, a 4 dot. Okay, that's positive. And a 2 dot. Okay, all right. There we go. 2, 4. I don't have a 6 dot. Okay, so I'm missing, there's a gap there. And I'm just assessing exactly what I have. I have to pick a third tile to pass. It may be that 4 bam. I don't know. All right, what am I looking at here? 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, okay, so that top line, the second hand over, 2 suits, pung, kong, pung, kong. All right, so technically I don't have a gap with that hand if that's what I choose, and I just need to fill that hand out. So 2 suits, pung, kong, 2, 4, and then 6, 8. Looks like I'm thinking of possibly dots and cracks, but I'm staying flexible. And let's see what we have with our last over. 8 dot, red, and 2 crack. Okay, this is our last right, so I can do a blind pass, and I'm going to pass the red dragon. I'm going to keep all the 2s, 4s, 6, and 8s. All right, well, that didn't help, but I got a 3 dot, and I will most likely be trying to fill out a hand in the 2, 4, 6, 8 category. I also may be looking at like numbers category, so I could be doing like numbers with the 8s, or like numbers with the 2s, although I don't have a whole lot of 2s, but I would say like numbers with the 8 would be the next option or the next category that I could look at. Looks like I chose to do a 14 tile hand. Look how cool these tiles are. You could see right through them, right through the middle. All right, so I'm organizing my tiles. I'll be looking for my multiples. I'll be looking for the predominant pattern and which category of the card I want to move towards. So what do you see as a prominent pattern? Let's see, do I have any multiples here? No multiples. Okay, so that's going to be a little tough. The next thing that I do is I look at the categories that these tiles would fall in. I have a 6, 7, 8, and then a 9 bam. So that's consecutive run. I also have, let's see, a 2, 4, and a 4, along with a north and a south. So I'm going to be leaning to the 6, 7, 8, and 9, that consecutive run category. And I'm letting go of, I'm letting go of the smaller numbers. I didn't want to pass the north and the south together because there's a hand that uses the north and the south, and I didn't want to help anyone. Okay, 1 bam, a smaller, 8 bam. Okay, we have a higher number. Now I have a pair and a 4 crack. Okay, so I'm still going to stick with passing the smaller numbers. I'm going to build around that 8 bam to the best of my ability with what I have. The 2 tiles to the far left-hand side, the rabbit and the joker, those are both jokers. So I have 2 jokers down there and a soap and then a flower. Okay, so I got a 7 bam. Nice. So I've got a 7, 8, 9. And I want to try not to pass the 4 bam or the 4 crack together, which I can do because I have that soap. So I'm going to be focusing on the strongest area, which is the 7 bam with the pair of 8 bam and the 9 bam. I also have 6, 7, 8. I will be leaning into the consecutive run category, the higher numbers. After a bit of contemplation, I decided to pass the 4 crack, the soap, and the west. And let's see what comes in. I have a south, a 3 dot, and a 7 dot. Okay, so I'll keep that 7 dot. I don't have anything that really goes with it, so I'm going to pass those 3 on the right-hand side, and a soap again, a 4 bam, okay, and a 7 dot. Okay, so I've got 2 7 dots. What would you pass next? I took a bit of time, so I'm going to be editing that out. I went with the tough decision of passing that flower. I'm curious what tiles you would have passed here and why. Okay, so I could go with 7, 8, 9 consecutive. I could go with like numbers in the 7 dot, 7 crack, 7 bam. So I'm passing the 3 dragon and flower, which again is not ideal, but I decided to take that risk. Okay, so I have a 4 dot, a 6 bam, all right, that's nice, and a 8 dot, 7, 8. Okay, so I've got a consecutive run going there. So thank goodness this is my last right. I can do a blind pass, which I'm going to be doing with that 4 dot. So I'm passing the 1 4 dot, taking I got a 2 crack, that was not helpful, and that is my hand. So there's a lot of things I can do with it. I can look at the singles and pairs. I don't have any flowers, and it would take a bit, but if I wanted to risk it, I could do that singles and pairs. I could do the consecutive run closed hand. I have the 2 suits with 6, 7, 8. So I just don't have any flowers, which could be a problem. I'm putting all my like numbered tiles together just to get a good look and see what I have, seeing if that would be a possibility. I have the pair of 7 dots, 7 crack, and 7 bam. I just have 2 6 tiles, a 6 bam and a 6 crack. And then the 8, I have a pair of 8 bams, 8 dot, and an 8 crack. I possibly could play in the like number category, consecutive run, or singles and pair category. And hindsight being 2020, it might have been better if I kept the flower and let go of a 7 dot. One thing I know for sure is I'm constantly learning with this game. So I'm wondering how you all are feeling.
Well, I guess deep down I'm feeling a little confused.